Welcome to another episode of Fuck This House. I am your home improvement guru, Andy Mann. When the flannel comes on, the guru comes out. Today we are in the laundry room with our master carpenter, Tim, and we are boxing out pipage that runs from the air conditioner unit outside through this wall into the furnace. Now, Tim has 8x3s, and he's making a box that goes, he's going to, basically what he's doing, he's making a box with the 3x7s so it'll surround the pipe, as you can see, and he will cover the stuttery with a 1/4-inch plywood. Yes.
Vic.
Yeah.
Not 8x3s.
No?
2x4s.
Right. That's what I meant to say.
Not PVC pipage. It's
Right.
copper pipe.
Copper pipe. Right.
And that's wrapped in foam.
It's wrapped in foam. The foam is to insulate what's inside of the foam.
Exactly. The pipe itself from freezing.
Right. It thus prevents when the temperature drops. We don't want the pipe to freeze. Now, the reason for the box is more or less, it'll make it look better. We don't have to do this, but it'll look like a finished product.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Just now, what do you have there? You have the staple gun?
Trim gun.
Trim gun?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And I see you putting the nails in the wood, which makes those pieces of wood stick to the existing wall.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to go with here, so I'm just using trim nails to touch it. And then it's getting sheetrocked, so pretty much.
Okay. So
doesn't need much.
Don't mind me. I see you have a header board back there. That's a header board. Am I correct?
Well, that's actually a ledger board, but you could call it a header board. It's
ledger.
It's acting as a header.
What's the difference between a ledger and a header?
Well, a header is what you have over here
Right.
above your door, so that when you open and close your door, it carries the weight all the way across.
Got it. And the ledger is what?
The ledger is just a nailer.
Got
Basically
it. So a
just
nailer is a ledger, and a ledger is a nailer, but a header is a header.
Right.
Got it.
Like if you was to fall off of this ladder,
Right.
you take a header.
I got you. Okay, don't let me get in the way. Just proceed to what you are doing, because I'm curious to see what the next step is going to be when you box out a foam protected pipe.
Yeah. Well,
So it doesn't.
It's going to be sheetrock. We're going to put some sheetrock.
Okay, so I see you're measuring 3 times and you're going to cut twice. Is that the rule?
Well, it's usually measured twice and cut once, but
Got it.
not a lot of people go by that.
Then also whitey tighties and lefty loosey. I like
That's
boxes myself, not whitey tighties.
Box of briefs are pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
So that's another rule of thumb in carpentry: the lefty righty tighty, lefty
If you're
loose.
short like I am, you want something brief.
Right.
Box or brief.
Well, when you're on the ladder, you seem taller.
Well, I could probably use maybe like long johns if I'm on here.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Long johns are basically protect the legs from getting cold.
Cold.
But it's like foam insulation for human beings. Instead of putting foam around the legs, we put long johns around the leg. Only we can't box a human leg. You don't want to walk around with a plasterboard around your legs. It'll be very uncomfortable. And I guess another question I meant to ask you: what is the difference between plasterboard, sheetrock, and gypsum? There's like 3 different names. Is there a difference between?
Well, some people, old-fashioned, call
Right.
it plasterboard because what they did in
And
the old
wallboard,
days,
also wallboard's another one they use.
what the old days they used to plaster over everything and make it bumpy, and that was the look. That was the look.
So
Now today, it's just called sheetrock because you're
Sheetrock.
just putting it up and then you're painting it.
Got it.
Spackle paint.
Got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Even though I'm the home improvement guru, carpentry is your particular expertise. So I will take your word for it. And you're doing a great job with the 2x3s. It's excellent work. I see how you plumb the miter boxes, and everything is flush with the perpendicular of the geometrical size of the apparatus.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to get on our sheetrock
Yes.
right now. So.
Okay, now as we see, he's measuring now. He's going to measure twice and cut once, as they say. He's measuring both pieces of wood because
6 1/4.
6 1/4. We're going to remember that.
6 1/4. 1/4.
36. What was that? 38 and an eighth?
36 1/4 by 15 and a half. Vic.
30.
Vic, get the fuck out of here.
All
You're ruining
right.
everything.
It's not Vic. It's Andy.
Andy Mann.
I know I look like Vic the Benedetto, but my name is Andy Mann. Now, what's your helper's name again?
His name is Nick. It rhymes with.
That's why you called me Vic.
That's what I
Because
said.
he's
I
Nick.
didn't say Vic. I said Nick.
Oh, you said Nick.
Nick, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I thought you said Vic.
No.
Well, anyway, now, so Nick went into the other room, which you have access to if you open this door. That goes, it seems like a garage area.
Where you should be. Now get the fuck out.
Okay, now, Nick, I see you're measuring. By the way, your partner seems very upset today. I don't know. Is it something I'm saying or doing?
Dude, I think you're doing great. I'm not sure.
Thank you, Nick. So now I see you're measuring. You basically use a pencil to measure.
Yeah.
And a tape measure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so now Tim gave you the measurement of 30. What was it? 37 and a half.
36 1/4, 15 and a half.
Got it.
I'm gonna cut this box out. And we're gonna put it up for your soffit.
The soffit.
Soffit.
So that's another word for boxing.
Right.
Soffit.
Yep.
Okay.
Soffit.
Well, we're gonna watch you to see how you do
All right,
this.
I'm gonna have to go grab a straight edge.
A straight edge. He's gonna have to grab a straight edge because the purpose for the straight edge is to make a straight cut, right?
Right.
You don't want to use a crooked edge
Right.
because. So he's putting. It's actually a level. Isn't that a level?
That's a level.
Also called, see, in the field of home improvement, there's different kinds of words for one apparatus. This is a straight edge, a level, a ruler, whatever you want. It's got the little bubbly things.
Right.
The bubble has to wind in between the two lines. That means it's level. If the bubble is on the line, that means it's not level. So you have to adjust the particular thing you're working on until eventually the bubbles get between the two lines, thus making the project level. Now I see you're using a Home Depot pencil. Any reason why you don't use a regular number 2 pencil? Is Home Depot
Just
the
a
only?
carpenter's pencil. I mean, I could.
It's a carpenter's pencil.
Yeah, there's no reason for it, to be honest with you.
So there's different pencils for different, like, are there electrician pencils and plumbing pencils?
I don't know. I don't really get into that type of shit.
Okay, now I see you have a razor blade with a handle, and he's going to make he's on the line. This has to be very precisely.
Precision.
It's a very sharp blade, and so basically, the part of the sheetrock that's within the pencil lineage is the piece that we're going to be using.
Yes, it is.
This is all excess.
Extra.
We could throw it away or use it for further boxing or softening jobbage. Okay.
Material side, yep.
Okay, so you made one cut. Very good. And I see you're going to do it again, even though you did it before. I'm guess that makes it go deeper, and it'll be easier to break and snap.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Now, is there any particular reason why you didn't cut on the other side of the sheetrock, or does it matter?
That's the paper side.
Particular reason why you didn't cut the sheetrock already?
As you can see, Tim seems to be the impatient one of the duo. Nick
distracted,
is
dude.
very calm, cool, and collective, has not caught an attitude with me, but that's what you face when you're on projects like this, because I think it comes out of sheer jealousy that I am the home improvement guru.
Rick.
Yeah.
I mean Nick. I mean Andy.
Yes.
We got to stop it. We
Okay.
gotta stop.
But we're almost done with the second cut. So I'm basically want to see, after he makes this cut, what you're going to do with this piece. It's very interesting to see how we box out a pipe that has foam around it.
Nick, all the way across.
All the way across.
Keep going.
Now, why are you going all the way across, even though you...
So it's easier to snap.
Aha!
We're going to do one of these.
Now, notice how Tim is holding... He's going to... see what they did? They bent
He's
it.
impatient as hell, ain't he?
Yes.
Was I doing a good job?
Excellent job, Rick.
Thank you.
You were doing a job that would have never gotten done.
Just be
Yeah,
careful
all right.
you don't cut your stomach. I saw that you were cutting towards your stomach. We don't want an appendectomy on the job site here.
This time right now.
Okay, how's it looking? Good? Did
15 and a half.
15 and a half? So now you're
36
making
and a quarter.
they're making sure of the measurements
So what I
before
want to do-
they go up on the ladder, because they don't want to go up and down the ladder. So Tim is going outside in the daylight to get a better look, and he's whittling. He's like whittling like you would a stick to make like a flute, but he's whittling the sheetrock or the gypsum or the wallboard. And I see there's a proper technique. He's actually putting like, it looks like a bevelage kind of, you seem like you're beveling it. I see what you're doing.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm beveling it.
Very
so
good.
That when I go to put it into place, it should go in on the first try.
Nice.
Because what do? We measure how many times?
We measured twice and cut once.
Vic, Andy.
Right.
You guys are doing great.
Thank you.
You guys are doing
Now,
great.
I see what there's 2 doors behind us. According to that laugh, because the first time the factory sent us the wrong door. It was the wrong measurement. So this door is going back, and this door is going back. And if we had another door next to it on the side of the house, it would be 3 doors down. Anyway, so following Nick, we're going back to the laundry room area, and we're going to see how Tim applies is that 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch or 3-inch sheetrock?
This is 1/2 inch sheetrock.
1/2 inch. Is that code in the state of New Jersey to have 1/2 inch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on where you are.
Okay, now I see what you're doing. So this is the underside of the box. You're not going to box in the LED light, are you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because it would be very bright inside the box.
Well, I would have to cut a hole. You know what I mean up there?
It looks like you're going to miss it just perfectly, because we don't want the homeowners to be cleaning clothes in the dark.
Right. That would be the game plan, is to
Right.
not cover up the light.
So now, so far, you put one staple into the existing ledger board, and they're very noisy. Is it supposed to make that much noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're not staples. They're sheetrock screws.
Sheetrock screws, yes, because it's going into sheetrocks.
That's right.
If it was facial board, you'd be putting facial board screws in. If it was header board, it'd be. See, there's a different screw for each type of wood and whatever building material you are using. So far you put in 4. Are they 1/4 inch sheetrock screws or 1/2 inch?
These are 1 5/8.
1 5/8?
Yep.
That should be enough to get through the 3/8 sheetrock into the 8x7s, right?
Perfect. 1/2 inch sheetrock, 2x4s on a flat, which is 1 1/2 inches.
Right.
1 5/8.
I got you. Now,
That's a perfect fit every time.
even though I know you know more than me in carpentry, I'm guessing that we would need one more piece of sheetrock to put on the outer edge,
Absolutely.
thus completing the box formation around the pipage that is surrounded by the foamage, which will keep the pipes from freezing in the wintertime.
7 3/4, 36 1/4.
So it's 7 1/8 and 89 1/2.
7 3/4,
Right.
36.
He keeps repeating it, so Nick says it to himself and goes to make. See, they're repeating it to each other. So you have to make sure you measure 3 times and cut 3 times.
It's not even like it's a repeat. It's a 3-peat. You have to say it 3 times.
3-peat, right?
7 3/4, 36 1/4.
Got it. I see you have a lot of pockets, but they're all empty.
They're actually called pitches.
Well, did you run out of tools? There's a lot of empty ones on this side.
Well, this is when I got body parts I got to chop up. I put them in here.
Nice.
And that keeps it nice so it doesn't get my truck all muddy.
Well, in a previous episode, I did say you look like Sam in a bowl of
Hey, well, I
Gravano.
thought we weren't doing that.
Okay, we're not going to go there.
Listen,
We're not going to go there.
Listen, I'm done with this.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. Welcome, and thanks again for joining us at Fuck This House. I'm going to go up on the ladder, and I want to just basically reiterate what we have accomplished so far. So there you see the pipage that has to be blocked. We're going to put one more piece of sheetrock here as my hair is getting singed by the LED lights. It's almost like a scene from Star Trek. Beam me up, Scotty. Well, beam me up, folks, and to be continued on the next episode of Fuck This House with me, Andy Mann.